that's called Hunting Wabbits, which was written and inspired by a composer that used to work for Warner Brothers Studios. And he wrote music for Bugs Bunny cartoons. His name was Carl Stalling. And this man, he defined the language of animation scoring. He kind of figured out the rules of the road, what devices worked, how does music enhance an animated image and make it seem real. I studied the man's music like crazy for years and years. And this piece was kind of an attempt to pay tribute to him, kind of like Bugs Bunny meets the big band. And so I arranged this piece for the Big Phat Band. And our version that we play features the saxophone sections prominently, and then it features the trombone sections in the middle of the song, and then most of the rest of the band comes in as we go. So you can hear that the music is kind of cartoony, right? Kind of lighthearted and spirited and a little unpredictable, a little bit twist and turny, you know? And so it takes a lot of focus, a lot of concentration to play this piece. I mean, I've been playing this thing in my band for, 10 years, more than that probably. But in playing this now for you, I really had to focus and concentrate to make sure that I get every little detail that's written here on the page. And there's a lot of details. This one is probably the most challenging piece in the book. But I think if you put some time in and work it up little by little, you'll have a lot of fun playing this music. It does require a lot of specific articulation. Now, the first part of it, which, as you recall, is played by the saxophone section in my usual version of this piece. So accordingly, they play with a light staccato. The dynamic is mezzo forte. You could even go a little softer, possibly, if you'd like. At the beginning. There's plenty of chances to be heavy as we go. Like, for instance, as we get to bar 15, it starts off staccato and then it crescendos over 4 bars. So your touch will get heavier as you go through that. Then there's a bit of a tricky bit when you get down to bar 28. Bar 28. So you're going to be playing this C in your right hand. Then you have to cross over. Then your left hand crosses under your right hand to go. It's not like it's that hard, but you do have to kind of practice it enough so it's kind of an intuitive move. Bar 32 is where the trombones take over in the usual arrangement, and they play this figure. And in the middle of bar 32 or 33, there's a crescendo. Really need to feel that crescendo. Maybe you use a sustain pedal to help that along. Same thing here in bar 35. You can see the dynamic is mezzo piano. So we've built this up and it comes down again at bar 32. Bar 40, which is the second ending, we start another build. Ba-da-da-da-da is the loudest part in the piece so far. But the very next bar, piano. Then again, and then the next bar, it was a crescendo. Staccato. Build. And you build it up again to the restatement of the A theme in bar 54. Here. It's kind of full out from here on to the end, I have to say. And the difference between the staccato accent, and we've talked about this in other videos, the staccato, light staccato, and the cap accents like you'll see in bar 70. Pretty firm accent. There's a little bit bit of a wacky section in bar 83, which is played by the saxophones in the big band arrangement. That's mezzo forte. And then this next bar, 85, should try to come down in volume, because that gives contrast to these last huge chords on the piano. Hunting Wabbits is a handful, but we found over the years the audience loves this piece. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why, but I was very surprised at the reaction that this piece of music got, because the first time I played it down with the Big Phat Band, the guys in the band were looking at me like, what has gotten into you, man? What is this music? Didn't seem like jazz to them, but it's definitely a lot of fun, and I hope you have a lot of fun on your own playing Hunting Wabbits.